What's going on, guys? It's your boy SnD. Welcome back to the channel, where today we're going to be talking a little bit about Cold War, and we're going to be talking a little bit about how I feel about the game and my thoughts on how it might play out when we play Search and Destroy. Because unfortunately, the Call of Duty Cold War beta did not include Search and Destroy. I think only one Call of Duty ever did include Search and Destroy for their beta in the last like 15 years. I don't know why. Let's just have like two different TDMs, but one you click tags and the other one is just a regular TDM. Let's just not include Search and Destroy, a popular game mode that everyone loves. I'm not going to go on a tangent. Okay, hear me out. I played this game for quite a bit of time now. This is one of the good games that I recorded. And personally, I think this game will be really fun, content-wise, and pretty decent for Search and Destroy. Yeah, I said that. Now, at first when I was playing, I felt like the character felt slow. But that's I don't know why I felt that way, but the character movement felt slow. Now, I don't think that's actually the case. I think it's just I'm trying to get used to the movement. Because Modern Warfare, your movement's a lot slower. You just feel heavy. Where this one, you feel a lot more light and vibrant. But I like the movement. Hopefully, they're going to fix it a little bit. Because I did notice that if the enemy people try to slide around or try to just anything on their screen that they're trying to do, it's a little weird and buggy looking compared to when I do it. Because as you can see while I'm playing, like all my movement, all my sliding and stuff, it looks smooth. It looks great for me. The first person version of all the animations look great for me. However, the third person animations where they're doing the same exact thing that I'm doing, however, they're doing it, it looks a little bit laggy and buggy, and I don't know if that's just servers or something, but that's something they can fix before the game actually releases. And I think the movement for the game is going to be good enough for what the game is trying to portray and how well that will play into game modes like Search and Destroy. I actually think it'll be fine. And I am glad with the Weaponsmith that they introduced again. They, originally had it in Modern Warfare, and now they're probably going to do it for the rest of the Call of Duties that come out. But I like the Weaponsmith in this game because it just gives so many different options for your weapon that you can use for anything, really. You can build your weapon for recoil control, you can build it for range, you can build it for like hip fire accuracy, just a bunch of stuff you can put on your gun just to build it for a specific reason. Or you can build it the meta way, like most people probably will, but it'll make for some fun content and some fun challenges. And I can't wait to be doing that, honestly. There's so many different challenges I can think of with all these attachments and with all these options. I think it'll be really fun. By the way, gunplay, very important. The gunplay is sick. It's just really good. I like the sniping. Sniping feels solid. I like the SMGs. Rushing feels solid. The assault rifles feel a little bit underpowered compared to the SMGs, but that's an easy fix after you get out of the beta. Who cares, honestly? The AK-47 I did like a lot, though. It's pretty solid. And the only reason why I'm using the AK-74U is because you don't get Ninja and you don't get Ghost in the beginning of your leveling up. And I'll get on that later. I'll explain that a little bit later. But for the most part, gunplay felt pretty solid. The aiming felt good, the movement, just everything about it felt good. And then unlocking certain attachments for your gun, it felt pretty good. I'm very happy with it. Now, let's get on to the weird unlocking system they got going on. So if you didn't know, this game has the motion sensor, and the best way to compare the motion sensor is to the one in Black Ops 1. Now, this motion sensor isn't exactly broken because there are counters to it. I'm pretty sure it's Ninja that counters the motion sensor. However, your level to unlock Ninja is so high up, and everybody in this game uses motion sensor. There's no reason why you wouldn't. Motion sensor is just so good, which makes Ninja, it makes playing the game to get certain things to counter other things. It's gonna make it a bitch. It will. It will. That's why I'm using this class. This class is an overkill AK-74U and a sniper. That's just because it's got Ninja on it, and everybody uses motion sensor. It is littered all over the place. So, like, that is one of the gripes I have, because there's no like Ghost, there's no Ninja. You can't unlock those things at a lower level. And I feel like at least one of those things should be unlockable at least level 10, level 15, somewhere around there, at least at a lower level, so it's not a pain in the ass for a new player to level up and have to suffer with the motion sensors, have to suffer with UAVs, stuff like that. It might not be a huge problem to a lot of people, but to me, I want to help. You know, I'm just saying this for all the people that are new to the game. It's going to be really rough for you guys at first. And it was kind of rough for me. I mean, motion sensor is really strong. It is. And it's probably going to play a huge role in Search and Destroy. Specifically, when you're defending a bomb after you've planted. I feel like that's when the motion sensor will be disgusting. Of course, by that time, hopefully everybody will have ninja and motion sensor won't be as good. But until you get to that level, you're going to suffer. And it's going to be a problem. Just imagine for a second, it's a 1v1 scenario. You plant the bomb. Or no. The enemy guy plants the bomb. You run to the site. You don't know where this guy is because he's completely hidden. You've checked everywhere. And you go to defuse. And this guy, he pops out of the corner and he shits on you just because he could see you on his motion sensor. And you didn't have ninja because you weren't a high enough level. That's the problem that I see going on. That is the only issue, though. Other than that, I mean, you know, changing the levels for certain items isn't that much of a big deal. But I just want to help out the newer guys, and hopefully myself when the game comes out and I have to start from scratch again, playing, you know, Search and Destroy and getting motion censored all over the place. That's my biggest gripe, though. That is one of my biggest gripes for the game. It's just, you gotta unlock certain things at a farther level to counter certain things, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Other than that, gameplay wise, everything was pretty smooth, everything felt good. I just need to upgrade my graphics card because I know for a fact I was recording this and it's a little bit laggy and a little bit buggy when I was recording, and that's just because I'm running on a 1060 right now. But when I'm not recording, the game runs perfect. So that's just a sign from me that I have to upgrade my graphics card here. It's getting that time. It's getting that time. And nothing like a 3070 or 3080, though, to come in clutch here and help me out. But we'll figure that out when we get to that, you know, route. Other than that, game felt good. Everything felt balanced. The game itself felt like it was really SMG oriented. Like, the whole game itself felt like SMGs kind of ruled the world. Assault rifles, they were there, yeah, but I felt like an SMG was just a lot better than an assault rifle for most of the time. Like, I barely used the assault rifles. I did use the AK-47 a lot, but I prefer the AK-74U because it is better. And a lot of the SMGs did dominate over certain ranges over the assault rifles, which is weird to say, but it's not like it's, you know, game breaking or game ending. Everything can be balanced. It's just a beta. It doesn't matter. It felt like mostly, though, I was dying to snipers and SMGs the entire time playing. I do think that this Call of Duty will be a good Call of Duty. I do. Now, there are a few things I've noticed. This game, the weapons don't really have their own characteristics. Like, there's no personality to their weapon. And you're probably thinking, Tempest, what the f do you mean personality to a weapon? They're just weapons. Well, in my personal opinion, every weapon should have some type of personality to it that'll make it stick out compared to the other weapons. Like, an AK-47 has some personality to it. And you're probably thinking, again, what the f do you mean by that? And here, let me explain it, okay? Personality of a weapon is like the difference between one weapon versus another. And you're going to see some AK-47 gameplay. It's probably already playing now on your screen. But the AK-47 has some power, has some kick behind it, and it feels like an AK-47. It doesn't feel like another gun. It just feels like an AK-47. And that's why I like it. It just has good personality. Which is weird, but it's, you know, it's not game breaking if your guns have personality. As long as the maps are good, as long as the gameplay is good, that's all that matters. Speaking of that, the maps are actually not bad at all. In my personal opinion, most of the maps are pretty solid. Now, I don't know what maps are going to be included in Search and Destroy. and I'm really hoping that I'm really hoping Armada is not a search and destroy map. And that's the, if you don't know what Armada is, it's the one with the ships and you're in the middle of the ocean. You're, you know, zip lining across the ships. That probably won't be a search and destroy map, but knowing Call of Duty developers, it's always a possibility. So I'm really hoping it's not. Yeah, but other than that, most of the maps were pretty solid. I mean, like, there's not a whole lot to talk about for the game besides the maps, the gameplay, how the game felt, what they could work on, the improvements. There's nothing else I can really think of that I would want them to improve. Maybe I already went over the sliding, or not the sliding, but they should turn down the sliding speed. That is pretty insane. But I was talking about how the animations for the first-person character look so much better and much more smoother than the third-person animations. They should probably, you know, they'll fix that eventually, but it looked a little buggy sometimes when you're shooting at somebody and they just seem like they're in one spot and then all of a sudden they teleport to a different spot because they're doing a different animation. That's fixable because it's just a beta, you know? But overall, this game, I feel like it's going to be a good game. I feel like by the end of the year, and we start playing the real game when it comes out, I feel like this game will give me some fantastic content, will make for a good game to record and upload, and to have funny moments on, you know, etc., etc. If you guys happen to enjoy this little video, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. If you don't, I will still love you, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!